All right, welcome back, everybody. This is Chuck Cable here. No affiliation to Larry the Cable Guy. We're looking at the components of the torque converter on a heavy-duty diesel vehicle. Okay, so this is the pump. So let's flip this over. So this is the pump, and it's driven by the output shaft of the engine, and this is this is the flywheel. So this is the casing for the torque converter, and it bolts to the pump. So the pump is spinning with this, and this is spinning with the engine, and so the fluid is caused to spin, and it is moved where it is. So it goes from in here, right, and it comes out, and then it goes into here, and it causes this thing to spin, which is called the turbine, and it's connected to the input shaft of the transmission. Okay, and once that fluid goes into here, it comes back out this way, and so you have the stator, which comes into play, and the two concepts of rotary flow and vortex flow. So vortex flow is when the vehicle starts moving, and so you'll have this thing where this is not moving, and it's held stationary by the fluid that's coming and hitting the sides of the fins, right? And so when it hits the sides of the fins, it's pushing on the locking clutch, because it's a one-way clutch. So there are bearings in here, but they only move one way, and if they move the other way, then they get pinched together and they pinch on the thing, so it won't move in the other direction. So in vortex flow, it only moves, it doesn't move at all. And in rotary flow, it spins with the rotation of everything else. So everything spins at nearly the same speed. All right. So we've gone over the pump, the turbine, and the stator. But now, so again, once again, the difference is vortex flow, this thing doesn't move, and you get the most amount of torque multiplication. And then rotary flow is when you're going at high speeds, everything moves about at the same speed. Okay, but then eventually you get to really high speeds, right, or whatever, and so you're going into like a 1-to-1 ratio. So when you want to get to a 1-to-1 ratio, you have to directly connect the engine to the transmission. Okay, and it's not necessarily just for the 1-to-1 ratio. They do this as a way to increase the efficiency, right? So when you have a direct connection, you don't use as much energy, you don't heat up the ATF fluid as much, and it's just a better deal. So this is the torque converter clutch, and when fluid pressure is applied to it, it pushes on the plate, and it establishes a direct connection from the output of the engine to the input of the transmission. All right, so that is how the torque converter works. Boom.